I'm back. It's another MVP Monday, talking to you about how you can get on the journey to becoming a great MVP. Today, I want to talk about who to know. So who do you need to know? Who are the names in the community that you need to know to become an MVP? Well, get to know MVPs. Great idea, great starting point. But there's three people in Microsoft that, if you like, have a lot to do whether an individual gets into the MVP program. But before I talk about who those three people are, and I'm not going to talk about their specific names, I'm going to talk about their roles. Because depending on which level of MVP or which MVP program you are after or you're seeking to be awarded in, there will be a different person for each of those three categories. But let me talk to you first about mvp.microsoft.com. It is the site or the portal that manages everything MVP. So make sure you've gone up there and understood what is Microsoft looking for from a contribution perspective when it comes to how they search out for MVPs. And keep an eye on it because it updates from time to time. So it'll talk about public speaking and creating content and various other things. Make sure you take a look at that, because if Microsoft is publishing, that's what they're looking for, that's what you should be focusing on. But let me talk just actually one other thing before I go in this area. If you want to create content that gets a lot of value now, get comfortable with YouTube. Use YouTube. Create demos, how-to videos of the software technology that you're passionate about. Do it regularly. Don't go in fits and starts. Set a schedule, maybe one video a week. Aim for 2 minutes to start with. You can increase it to 5, 10 or 12 minutes at a later time, but just start with a 2-minute video, but do it each week, because what you'll do is start building your YouTube muscles and around creating content for video on YouTube, pretty much like what I'm doing right now. Anyhow, let's get back to who are those three people? Who are those three people that you need to know? Well, first of all, there's a person with a title called Community Lead. I don't know why I went like that, but I don't know why I did that. But it's a community lead. And what the community lead does, they own the technology area inside Microsoft. So for example, if it's Microsoft Business Application, there is a community lead. Check out my podcast, he's been on it quite often, who owns or is responsible for the assessing whether the technical, if you like, content that's been created, the value that's been added by a potential MVP aligns with that program or technology. Now, quick tip, just if you're in the seeking a Microsoft Biz Apps, I have heard a whisper on the street that Microsoft, or some people in Microsoft, are aiming to get 1,000 new MVPs into the Power Platform or Power Apps. So man, there is a lot of opportunity right there as Microsoft starts seeking out who those potential people are. Okay, so the first one, community lead. The second one is what's called the community program manager. Now this person is generally in country, they're local to where you are, so depending on the geography you are in the world, there will be a community program manager or somebody maybe in a close by country that covers your region. But that is a key person to know. So you need to put on your sleuthing skills, do some research and find out who is the community program manager in your area, and it may be worth somehow getting on their radar. And number three, the third person, who is it? It's what I call the phantom. Yeah, the phantom. In fact, I've just written a blog post, haven't published it. Well, maybe I have published it yet. I don't know. But in there, I talk about the phantom. And now this is a person perhaps responsible for a group of people, potentially. And their job is to assess all your contribution areas. Because there needs to be kind of like a measurement, a way of telling whether contributions are consistent across the community. You know, whether it's public speaking at like user group events or speaking at other events, or creating blog posts or creating YouTube videos or creating podcasts or answering forum questions, whatever it may be, there needs to be some way of measuring and standardizing and understanding who's doing what. And so I call this person the phantom. Why? I've never discovered who they are. I know they exist. I know there's three people. I know two of them. And so for me, I know who personally, their names are the two people that fit the community lead and the community program manager for the area I'm in. But that phantom, I have no idea who it is. So if you know who the phantom is, comment below. Subscribe if you want to hear more about how I think you need to do, what I think you need to do to become an MVP. And I hope to see you in the MVP program real soon. Ciao.